If you think you're very brave and not scared of walking alone at night, then listen to this real story once. You've probably seen a kite flying in the sky, but only during the day, right? But today, the story I'm going to tell you is also about a kite. A kite that was flying in the sky on a dark, eerie night. It was a Sunday night. I was returning home from work. The weather was quite bad, strong winds were blowing, and it was pitch dark. I was completely exhausted from my day at the office. As soon as I reached home, I opened the door and went straight to bed. But the moment I lay down, I noticed something strange through my window. There was a large shadow in the sky, as if something was flying above. At first, I got scared. Then I thought maybe it was just something crossing in front of the moonlight. But after a while, I noticed the shadow was moving. And when I focused more, I felt like it was a bird, but it wasn't flying forward or backward. It was just floating in one place. The night was silent. Everything felt strange. Even though I was scared, I gathered some courage and got up to turn on the lights. But the moment I turned on the light, the power went out. Still, the shadow was visible. I grabbed a small torch and slowly, fearfully, walked out into the yard. When I looked up, that thing in the sky was still there. It wasn't moving, but it looked huge. Because it was so high up, my torch couldn't reach it. And the sound of the wind was making things even scarier. I walked a little closer, and finally, I could make out what it was. It was a kite. A kite flying in the middle of this terrifying night. When I realized it was a kite, my fear doubled. Who flies a kite at this hour, in this darkness? I walked a little more to find out who was flying it. When I looked up again, I was shocked. This wasn't a normal kite. It was massive and terrifying, right above my head. Just imagine, a pitch-black sky, and a giant kite floating above you. As if it's staring directly at you. And its eyes seemed to be glowing. I was paralyzed with fear. But still, I kept walking. I wanted to see who was flying it. As I followed the kite string, I saw someone in the distance. At first, it looked like a man. But as I got closer, what I saw made my hair stand on end. It wasn't a man. It was a creature as huge as an elephant, pitch black, with glowing red eyes. Long sharp nails, tangled hair falling from its head to its feet. And its feet were upside down. It was standing there, flying that horrible kite. I was hiding behind a house, watching all of this. My body went numb with fear. I turned around to run, but I tripped on something and fell. When I fell, the creature noticed me. It looked directly at me. And that's the last thing I remember. I fainted. When I opened my eyes, I was lying in the house of an old lady who lived nearby. She said she found me in the abandoned area early in the morning while heading to work. She asked what had happened, so I told her the whole story. She smiled and said, "Maybe last night's stress took over your mind. You were tired and fainted there. That must have been a dream, not real." She sounded so confident that even I started believing her. So friends, that was today's horror story. How did you like it? Tell me in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you want a part 2 of this story, write part 2 in the comments. And if you want to hear another scary story, click on the video showing up on your screen now. I'll see you there. Bye.